Good evening and a very warm welcome to each of you today. It's my absolute privilege to take you through this evening as we host the Deloitte India Technology Fast 50 Awards. So guess who turned sweet 16 during the pandemic? Yes, it's our award ceremony itself. What started off as a global program in 1995 in San Jose is today hosted in over 30 countries around the world and considered a benchmark of fast-growing companies across the world. So truly a privilege, and we are so glad all of you could join us today. Before we start the proceedings, a glimpse into the past. Over the course of the next hour, we will be announcing the top 50 winners of 2020 and of course the overall winner of this edition. In all and every sense of the word and the world, last year was nothing short of landmark. It truly was the best of times and the worst of times. Frontline workers, researchers, communities and countries came together to battle one of the greatest crises in modern times. From this experience, we have risen in hope and enthusiasm to look forward to 2021. And what better way to share that hope and cheer by having moments of celebrations such as our awards today. So sit back and enjoy the next hour. While we would have loved to present these awards to all the winners in person, as has been our long-standing practice, given our present environment, we are hosting you virtually. This means that it's kind of a bring your own food to the event kind of an event. The silver lining is you get to choose your own menu. Clearly, the Powry is with Deloitte tonight. As we were getting ready to put together this event for all of you, honestly, we were wondering how the nominations would be given the pandemic year. But we were so pleasantly surprised and truly humbled with the great responses from all of you. Thank you for taking the time to send in your nominations, prepare, and be with us today. We're truly grateful. Winners from today's Deloitte India TechFast 50 Awards will automatically be participating in the Asia Pac Fast 500 2020 Awards, and the results are expected to be announced in early April. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Rajiv Sundar, who's been a driving force for the awards today. He's the Program Director for Technology Fast 50 India 2020 Deloitte India Awards. Over to you, Rajiv.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure to invite you to the 16th edition of Deloitte India's Technology Fast 50 Awards. 16 years and the enthusiasm hasn't waned. Albeit this year we have to meet you virtually given the COVID pandemic surrounding us. Over the years of TechFast 50 in India, we've seen a number of businesses, number of innovations, number of new age technologies coming forth and claiming their ranks and claiming their name amongst the winners. This year is no different, and testament to what we have been seeing over the last few years, the emergence of new age technologies like Fintech, digital marketing, AI, Internet of Things, and data analytics have spectacularly made their presence felt in this year's ranking, as you will see as we go down the path of announcing the winners from 50 upwards to the overall winner of this year. But before we do the rankings, I would like to invite Mr. N. Venkatram to come up and share his views and thoughts with us. I will be remiss if I don't make a specific mention that if not for the foresight of Mr. Venkatram in 2005 to start the Deloitte Technology Fast 50 in India, we would not have all benefited from it that we are doing so today.
A very good afternoon and welcome to the 16th edition of the Technology Fast 50 program. I'm humbled because I was also here before 16 years ago at the inaugural event of the Deloitte Fast 50, and I remain thankful to you and the entire community of innovators and technologists who have helped us make this annual award ceremony so prestigious and sought after. As most of you would know, the Fast 50 program identifies the fastest growing technology companies as well as the rising stars in India. The processes we follow to identify the winners provides us with very fascinating insights on the opportunities, the emerging trends, and the talent that India provides. Our past editions have included successful large companies such as Infosys, BPO, TCS, Wipro, and HCL, as well as unicorns such as Byju's and Zomato. We are privileged to have worked with these winners over time and have participated in some measure in their growth journey over the years. Equally, the 50 winners we will recognize today represent entrepreneurs who have contributed to building an India that will thrive across financial services, healthcare, manufacturing, and other sectors, with the rapid adoption of technology as the wind in their sails. From dominance in IT and IT-related services in the early years to e-commerce-related technologies thereafter, we have witnessed new age technology businesses transforming the business landscape and in particular democratizing technology for use by millions of citizens. As a strong believer in the long-term potential of our country and the opportunities that such transformation will usher in, I do genuinely believe that this is India's century. The realization of every Indian's aspirations is based on the success of technology-led businesses and their impact on our everyday lives. Thank you for attending the event today. You're all winners. Hearty congratulations.
Thank you, Venkat. I know you've been closely involved with the Deloitte India TechFast 50 Awards right from the beginning. So I know this is a special one for you. So thank you for that. Coming up next is a session that promises to be truly exciting. We have with us Ariane Bucaille Global TMT leader, and PN Sudarshan, who leads the India TMT practice. Ariane looks at TMT as a foundation that the world relies on, solidly grounded on 4 equal pillars: 5G wireless, digital transformation, sustainability, and trust. Sudarshan has watched the India transformation story unfold and seen the sector grow in ways unimaginable. So over to Ariane and Sudarshan in conversation.
Hi, Ariane. A virtual welcome to the India Fast 50 event. Good of you to accept our invitation and to address this group of winners. I just thought maybe I'll take you quickly through our Fast 50. This is the 16th edition of the India Fast 50 event. We had a number of repeat winners. Some have become unicorns. And when it started off, it was primarily IT services companies that used to figure in the Fast 50. But now we see a lot of product companies, analytics companies, internet commerce companies, disruptors to businesses. So what's your thought about the relevance of this event?
Thank you for inviting me to this big event. It's a virtual event this year, but I'm very proud to be with you in India, and I like very much your country. I'm based out of Paris in France, and so it's a real pleasure to be with you today. Just a little bit of background information on the Fast 50. The private equity money wasn't flowing like it is now, and so we found at that time that it was a really good manner to support entrepreneurs to get visibility and to attract private equity and funding. So that's why the criteria has been the revenue growth, which is a very tangible and easy criteria to deal with. And I saw the impressive numbers that I was communicated for this year in India, despite the sanitary crisis. I think that measuring growth is obviously very important, but I also think that And I wish to put a bit more emphasis on the impact that entrepreneurs have and their company on the market, on the society, on the economic development of the country. I think it's a new way of seeing things, but I think that you are so important to the economic and social development in your geography, and it's the same wherever we go around the world. Entrepreneurs have a real role to play.
That's a very, very wonderful message. Thank you, Ariane. In fact, you talked about certain matters which are close to my heart too. You talked about the social impact that's created by such entrepreneurs and who participate in events like Fast 50. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it was really, really relevant to see many of these companies provide that kind of connect that kept the society and the economy together. Right? They were edtech companies, health tech companies who provided such seamless healthcare and education to the larger group. I think it kept the country going. So I think it's very relevant. And I just want to understand how was such companies, such technology companies, such young companies in your part of the world, in Europe, how did they shape up during this pandemic?
I think there is a very good metric I'm very interested in, and currently we are following, which is the multiplier between the broadband investment and the economic impact, because that's where, in the middle of that's where tech companies move in. And I think that broadband, it's now demonstrated that broadband is a driver for employment, learning, education, health, access to culture, and basically, so has a really social impact. So there is a direct relationship. So when you put €1 in capex in network, or 1 rupee in capex in network, you know that you will get in emerging country, for example, between 4 and 10 rupee of additional growth in the country. So it's really a multiplier, which is very important. And that's where tech company plays in, because obviously they are, and you are, some of you in this virtual room, developing learning, product education, and so forth, but also create value around the retail development that in regions that where there are less retail or less access to the worldwide market, or increasing productivity in manufacturing industry and so forth. And I think that this is of course true for India, but it's also true in France, because you have regions where you have a lot of unemployment, where you have less access to education and learning. And I think it's the same in each and every country. You have part of the country that are less developed, and I think that it's important to get connectivity first, and then tech companies that are providing very useful services to citizens and the populations.
Great. And just taking a cue from what you said now about France and other countries. Traditionally, the Indian tech companies have been more oriented towards the US. Mainland Europe has been a significant geography, but what do you think? How do you think this will pan out in the future? Would you see a greater traction between Europe and India? What is your vision of this?
I think that traditionally in India, because of your history, you speak well English. A country where everyone speaks well English. In Europe, we speak many languages, because we have many countries with different languages. So we are starting to speak more English, and so I think that we should have a point of cultural meeting. But I also think that markets in the US, for example, are clearly the valuation multiples at the stock market are clearly higher than in Europe. So I can understand that entrepreneurs are looking at the US first, and then maybe Europe. Access to the market in the US is probably easier because you get immediately a market of 350 million people that have the resources to pay for services. On the other hand, there is probably a lot more competition. In Europe, we are probably, at least in France, we have that. We have culturally, I think, a lot of proximity between India and France because we like history. We have a sense of aesthetic. We have, and we have a lot of engineers like you have in India. So that culture around mathematics, science, and all that. So we have plenty of bonds. I hope, honestly, I hope we will be able to work more together, create more bridges between Europe and India in the future.
So thank you, Ariane. I hope so too, and perhaps hope to welcome you to India, not just virtually, but really very, very shortly. So thank you so much for this words of encouragement. Thanks for being on this program.
I look forward to it, and it was a real pleasure and an honor to be with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ariane and Sudarshan. Some really super insights for all of you who joined in today. So folks, the moment you guys have been waiting for. It's time for the design reveal for the Deloitte India Technology Fast 50 Awards. So we have some good news and some better news. The good news, it's a really sleek and awesome design. I am personally hoping that the host gets a trophy of appreciation too. The even better news is, unlike the food for today's event, the trophy isn't going to be virtual. We have made arrangements to have the award and the winner's certificate sent across to each of you over the next few days. Our only request, do send us an awesome photo along with your trophy. Fortunately, no social distancing required from your trophies. So stand tall, proud, and with your trophy. You guys deserve every moment of that pride and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the countdown? Have you got together your friends, your family, your neighbors, your chips? All wearing masks and maintaining social distancing, of course, to watch this countdown together virtually? So let's get started. The countdown to honor the 50 winning companies in Deloitte Technology Fast 50 Awards. Again, we can't tell you how truly humbled we have been by all of you who've enthusiastically sent in your nominations. Nothing could have made us happier. We are now rolling reverse order the winning companies from rank 50 right up to rank 6 before we take a pause and announce the top 5. Thank you so much, and let's get started. Congratulations and a round of virtual applause please for our winners from rank 50 to number 6. And now we are down to the absolute wire, just 5 awards to go. Any guesses? At rank number 5 with an impressive 1,293% growth. Let me just repeat that. 1,293% growth. We have a company that's powering and in fact superpowering payments in digital India from 2015. At number 5, we have Cash Free. Congratulations, Team Cash Free. Moving on to number 4 now. I'm actually beginning to hear some loud imaginary guesses from a live audience. I really wish this was in live format, but let's make the most of what we have on hand. Now I know why they call data the new oil. At a staggering 1,349% growth, let's put our hands together for DataBeat. Congratulations, Team DataBeat. We are now down to the final 3 names. If this was an event with a live audience, this is the point at which you move to the edge of your seats. So hang on there. Now at number 3, at 2,167% growth, we have a company who's won this award before and continues to amaze everyone with its growth journey. Set up with the vision of providing greater access to banking and financial services to the bottom of the pyramid, we have Roynet. Congratulations, Team Roynet. Fabulous to see you guys here again. Now moving on to number 2. At a jaw-dropping 2,706% growth, here's a company that's helping people shop with zeal and zest. That's right. At number 2, we have Zest Money. Congratulations to the team. And in case anyone is looking to shop for the latest gadget, you know who to reach out to. A pause now. Bated breath. Just one name remaining. I actually had to recheck the growth percentages a couple of times because these guys are totally off the charts. At 7,295% growth. And no, I'm not going to repeat it because there are too many numbers there. Say congratulations to a company that's truly adding an extra bit of shine to gold. India's number 1 online gold loan company, Rupeek. Congratulations to the team. That was so exciting. We are almost at the end of the Deloitte India Technology Fast 50 Awards. Before we wind up for the evening, let's get KR Shekhar over to proceed with the vote of thanks. Big thank you to all of you from my side too.
Hi. At the outset, I thank every one of the participants who participated in our Fast 50 program. Despite so many challenges around you, I'm extremely happy to note on your participation. And on behalf of Deloitte and my team here, I sincerely thank you for your enthusiastic participation. I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners of this Fast 50. And I'm sure you will continue to excel in your performance and you will continue to win the coveted Fast 50 award in the years to come. On behalf of Deloitte, I would also like to inform you that we are coming out with some sort of a programs to work with you to make sure that you achieve your aspirations in your business and in your business form. Sudarshan and the team has already started working on morning pitch, where we have the participation of some of you in the program, and we are sure this program will go a long way in benefiting every one of you. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thanks a lot. Bye.
The event may have been virtual today, but our enthusiasm was not. And we know that each of you are truly delighted to have been a recipient of this award. So we hope that you enjoy the evening, really celebrating and maybe even doing a little victory lap around your living room and enjoying the moment. Because life truly is about these momentous moments. Thank you for being with us today.